Here's something most cat owners never notice. Your cat, the one who used to leap onto the counter without a second thought, who could scale the bookshelf like it was nothing, has started hesitating. Just for a second. Before the jump. Maybe they make it. Maybe they don't even try anymore. And you probably thought, guess they're just getting lazier. But here's the thing. That pause, that hesitation, that's not laziness. That's your cat quietly telling you something is wrong and doing everything in their power to hide it from you. Because here's what most cat owners don't realize. Cats are hardwired to conceal pain and weakness. It's a survival instinct that goes back thousands of years. In the wild, a cat who shows vulnerability becomes a target. So they mask it. They adjust. They just stop doing the things that hurt. And we miss it entirely. Now here's the bigger problem. Most of our homes are designed for the young, agile, fearless cat we brought home years ago. High furniture, slippery floors, deep litter boxes, bowls on the ground. And as our cats age, those same spaces quietly become obstacles, or worse, sources of daily pain. Today, we're going to fix that. 10 simple, affordable home adjustments that can transform your senior cat's quality of life, starting today. And some of these are going to surprise you. Segment 1. The jump they're not making. Let's start with the one you've probably already noticed without realizing what it meant. Arthritis affects an estimated 90% of cats over the age of 12. Let that sink in. 9 out of 10 senior cats are likely living with some degree of joint pain, and yet, most of them never get diagnosed. Because they don't limp, don't cry, don't complain, they just quietly stop jumping. Here's what most cat owners don't realize. When your cat stops jumping onto the bed or starts taking a longer route to get somewhere, they're not being dramatic. They're problem-solving around pain, and they've been doing it long before you noticed. The fix is simple: ramps and steps, carpeted pet stairs next to the bed, the couch, the window perch, anywhere they used to leap to freely. You don't need to spend much. A DIY setup with stacked books under a non-slip mat works just as well. The key is traction. Bare wood or plastic is a fall risk for paws that already lack grip. Place steps on both sides of the bed. Think about their whole journey. Getting up is only half of it. And if a spot has become genuinely unreachable, don't remove it. Lower it. Bring the perch to ground level. Let them feel like they still own the place. Because they do. Segment 2. The litter box secret nobody talks about. Almost nobody talks about this, but it might be the most important adjustment on this list. When a senior cat starts having accidents outside the litter box, most owners assume it's behavioral. Spite, stress, a statement. But here's the thing. Cats don't think like that. When a senior cat misses the box, it's almost always physical. And the number one culprit? The box itself. Think about what a standard high-sided litter box asks of an arthritic cat. Step up, swing a stiff leg over a 6-inch wall, balance on shifting litter, do their business. Then do it all again in reverse. For a cat with hip pain, that's not a bathroom. That's an obstacle course. Switch to a low-entry box, 3 inches or less. You can buy one or cut a U-shaped entry into the side of a large plastic storage tote. Just smooth the edges. Go bigger, too. A larger box gives a cat with limited mobility room to turn without strain. Now, this surprised me when I first learned it. The location of the litter box matters just as much as the box itself. A senior cat, especially one with early kidney disease, which is extremely common in older cats, may need to go suddenly and urgently. If the only litter box is downstairs and they're upstairs, they're not going to make it. Place a box on every floor. Make it impossible for them to be far from one. And here's the action step. If your cat has been going outside the box before you try anything else, take them to the vet. Not to scold the behavior, to understand it. Segment 3. What cold floors are doing to your cat. Here's where it gets really interesting. Picture the African wildcat, the direct ancestor of every domestic cat alive today. Small, lean, built for warm, sun-baked terrain. Now look at your senior cat on a cold tile floor in winter. There's a mismatch happening there that goes deeper than comfort. Senior cats lose muscle mass. Their circulation slows. Their ability to thermoregulate, to hold their own body temperature, decreases significantly with age. Cold surfaces don't just feel unpleasant. For an arthritic cat, they make joint pain measurably worse. Orthopedic pet beds, memory foam, or thick cushioned options change the game. They distribute weight, cushion pressure points, and hold warmth. You don't need to buy expensive ones. A thick piece of upholstery foam in a fleece pillowcase does exactly the same job. Self-warming beds that reflect body heat back to the cat are excellent and require no electricity. If you want more warmth, microwavable heating discs that tuck inside the bedding are a safe, low-tech solution. Electric heated pads work too, but only pet-specific ones that run at low temperatures with auto shutoff. Never a human heating pad. They run too hot. Place beds near heat sources, in sunny patches, away from drafts. Put them in multiple rooms. And if your cat has abandoned the bed you bought and taken to sleeping on the floor, follow their lead. The floor might actually be easier for them to get in and out of right now. Segment 4. The bowl problem hiding in plain sight. Now you might be thinking, bowls? Really? How much could that matter? More than you'd expect. When a cat with arthritis in the neck or spine bends all the way down to floor level for every meal, every single day, they're eating in a position that puts real strain on already inflamed joints. Over time, that daily discomfort can make a cat reluctant to eat. And in a senior cat, appetite loss is a serious concern. Raising the food bowl 2 to 4 inches removes that strain entirely. A raised feeder, a small wooden board, an upturned container, whatever keeps the bowl at a height where their neck is roughly level while eating. And water. This is critical. Kidney disease is one of the most common conditions in older cats, and hydration is one of the most powerful tools you have against it. Put water sources in multiple rooms. Consider a pet fountain. Moving water is far more appealing to most cats than a stagnant bowl, and it stays fresher longer. Wide, shallow bowls also help cats who experience whisker discomfort from deep, narrow ones. Small change, significant impact. Segment 5, Building a Traction Highway. Here's something that connects ancient cat biology to your hallway floor. Wild cats have textured terrain underfoot almost constantly. Grass, soil, bark, rock. Their paws evolved for grip. Smooth hardwood and polished tile are genuinely foreign to their biology, and as muscle mass and coordination decline with age, slippery floors become a real hazard. A senior cat who slips, even once, even slightly, can develop a lasting anxiety about moving around. They start limiting their own movement to avoid the feeling of instability. Less movement means more stiffness. More stiffness means more pain. It compounds. The solution is carpet runners and non-slip rugs laid along the routes your cat travels most. Think of it as infrastructure, from the sleeping spot to the food bowl. From the couch to the litter box, rubber-backed rugs stay in place best. Avoid fluffy high-pile options. They can snag claws. Flat, low-pile rubber-backed is what you want. Double-sided carpet tape on the corners keeps everything secure on smooth floors. Segment 6. The sense nobody thinks about. Almost nobody talks about this one, and it might be affecting your cat every single night. Lenticular sclerosis, a cloudiness of the lens, affects the majority of cats over age 10. Many develop reduced peripheral vision. Others struggle to see clearly in low light. And yet most owners never notice, because cats memorize the layout of their home so thoroughly that they can navigate it like a map, even with declining eyesight. But put them in low light or shift the furniture around, and suddenly that mental map breaks down. Plug in night lights near the litter box, along hallways, and in the rooms they navigate at night are a simple, inexpensive fix. And resist the urge to rearrange your furniture frequently. For a senior cat, especially one with any cognitive changes, the familiar layout of their home is a genuine source of confidence and security. Disrupting it causes real anxiety. Their world should feel predictable, safe, known. Segment 7. The quiet gift of a safe space. Senior cats need calm in a way younger cats simply don't. Think of an elder in a loud, chaotic household. The noise that once felt like background energy starts to feel overwhelming. That's what's happening neurologically for many senior cats. Their nervous systems are more reactive. Loud sounds, boisterous younger pets, energetic children. What used to roll off them now genuinely stresses them out. Create at least one guaranteed sanctuary in your home. A covered bed inside a low bookshelf cubby. A quiet room with the door cracked. A soft crate with the door removed. Somewhere that belongs only to them, where no other pet can corner them, no child can reach them uninvited. In multi-pet homes, this also means separate feeding stations, separate litter boxes that younger cats can't block, even separate meal times if needed. Low-grade, daily stress is one of the most underrated factors in a senior cat's health, and one of the easiest to reduce with a few spatial changes. Here's what you can do today, right now, before this video ends. Walk your home the way your cat does. Get low. Follow their usual routes. Identify every slippery surface, every high ledge they use to access freely, every place the litter box forces them to work. That walk will show you exactly where to start. Then pick one thing, just one. A rug runner in the hallway, a step next to the bed, a second water bowl in a new room. One change done today is worth more than a perfect plan that never gets started. Frame every adjustment through this lens. Does this make it easier for my cat to do what they need to do, without asking their body to work harder than it should? If the answer is yes, do it. And here's the thing that ties all of this together. Your cat has spent their entire life adapting to your world, learning your schedule, learning your moods, fitting into spaces and routines built entirely around human needs. They did it without being asked, without complaint, and with more grace than most of us manage on our best days. These adjustments, a ramp, a rug, a lower litter box, a nightlight, are small. They cost almost nothing. But what they say to your cat is enormous. I see you. I notice what's harder now, and I'm changing the world around you so you don't have to work so hard just to live in it. That's not just good cat ownership. That's a relationship. Now, every time your cat walks confidently down that rug runner or steps easily into their litter box or finds their warm bed waiting in exactly the right spot, you'll know it wasn't random. You built that for them. Take a look around your home today with fresh eyes. What's one thing you're going to change for your senior cat? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I'd love to know what's going on with your cat. If you made it this far, you understand something most people never will. Cats aren't just pets. They're complex, emotional, intelligent beings. Tap the video on your screen to keep learning the secret language of cats. And subscribe to Cat Class, because understanding your cat changes everything.